Every missed after-hour call is an emergency job handed directly to your competitor. So today I'm going to show you exactly how one AI agent is able to handle every after-hour call, sounding so human that customers have no idea it's AI. The system handles the entire conversation, qualifies the emergency, and gets the job dispatched. No voicemail, no lost revenue to a competitor. I'm first going to show you a live demo of this AI taking a call, and then I'm going to show you exactly how it's working under the hood. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Mo, and over the past year, I've helped home service businesses implement AI voice agents to optimize their foreign operations. And if you're interested to learn more or want to implement AI voice agents into your own business, then I do offer free consultations, which you can find in the first link in the description. And now, let's get into the live demo.
Thanks for calling ABC Heating and Cooling. How can I help you today?
Hey, I have an issue with my furnace. I'd like someone to have a look and perhaps fix the issue.
I'm sorry to hear that. Let's get someone out to you as soon as possible. To arrange the best appointment, could you please provide the general area and specific street address where the service is needed?
Of course, I'm in Brooklyn and it's 123 Main Street.
Thank you for that information. Could you please confirm your full name so I can get everything set up for you?
Sure, it's Bob.
Perfect, Bob. I've got you down for a service appointment on Monday at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or 2 p.m. Which time works best for you?
2 p.m. would actually be, perfect.
Perfect. I've got you down for Monday at 2 p.m. Just to confirm, is this the best phone number to reach you? Or is there a different number we should use?
No, just use this one. This is the right one.
You're all set. A technician will be there Monday at 2 p.m. One of our team members will call you back to confirm the appointment. If you have any questions, please call us at 555-1234. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thanks a lot. So the AI picked up the call, gathered all the necessary information, and then made sure to book an appointment for 2 p.m. on Monday. And all of that information is now on Service Titan or, any CRM of your choice, Household Pro, Jobber. And we basically are able to automate all this process from picking up the call to booking the appointment in the CRM of choice. And as you can see, this is a really beneficial use case now of after hours, but really 24/7. As you can imagine, for example, in after hours, it's a really sensitive time where the receptionist might be having lunch and some calls slip through the cracks. And what you want to do is get the call, handle the AI can handle, of course, if you don't respond. And what we want to do is at least soft book the person calling. So they're going to commit into an appointment with us and they're not going to call the next competitor on Google Maps. Because what happens when they go to voicemail is they're not going to call back. You're likely going to go to the next person in Google Maps and just never call you back again. Now it's time to look over the technical side of things. So please don't get intimidated. I'll try to make it as easy and digestible as possible. But if you're interested to learn more and want to explore the idea of AI voice agents, I do remind you that I offer free consultation slots, which you can find in the first link in the description. And with that said, let's jump into the technicals. So for this build specifically, this is the tech stack that we have adopted. And I'm going to try to break down exactly how the tools communicate to each other. Now, you can imagine that there is different components. So you probably know of Service Titan if you're a home service business. But as I said, it doesn't really matter. It's a CRM that allows us to store every user or customer or prospect that comes into our business. So let's say the source of truth of the business lies into, of course, Service Titan. Now, what you heard before, the AI phone calling, that at least the AI aspect of it, that was handled in a tool called 11 Labs, which in turn uses models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and other models. But we're able to handle all the AI, let's say, component parts, all within, let's say, this voice AI. Now, you can see that these are two separate applications or systems. We need a way to be able to connect them. And I'm going to get into Airtable first, but let me put it here next to Service Setting because they're basically doing something similar here. But what we're able to do is through any10. So this tool right here is that we're able to basically communicate to Service Titan, but we're not able to communicate to it directly. What we need to do first is that we need to communicate with and N8N is an automation platform similar to the likes of Zapier, if you've had the chance to use that before. And what happens is that we're able to communicate into Service Titan by first going into N8N. And then what we're doing is, for example, hey, N8N, can you, or what we want, okay, let's put it from the user perspective. So we say, hey, I want a booking for tomorrow at 2 p.m., for example. What happens is that the AI requests a HTTP request into N8N, and that goes into Service Titan. And we go in Service Titan and we check the calendar, and we go and see, hey, is tomorrow at 2 p.m. actually busy or available? Now, if it is busy, we need to inform the user. So what we do is we go back into N8N, we send the response back, and that goes again back into our AI agent. And then we receive the information, hey, we are going to be busy. How about 3 p.m., 5 p.m.? And then the user basically says, okay, 5 p.m. works well. And what happens is another cycle where we say, okay, then book that. So what happens is that we go back into N8N. We, this time before it was check an appointment, now we do a book appointment. So that is, let's say, the way that we are able to communicate through all these tools. And it's not only these like AI, voice AI specifically, is that it's an automation platform. So we're really able to automate a lot of systems beyond what I'm showing here. Now, what about Airtable? So Airtable overall is what I use as a source of truth for all phone calling settings and handling. So what that means is that every call that gets recorded, or at least that we make, is always being recorded in Airtable. I mean, we can of course put everything also in Service Titan, but of course Service Titan is a really big platform with a lot of, let's say, different intricacies. And what's really beautiful about Airtable is that we can design a specific base that is dedicated only to the receiving of phone calls, the analyzing phone calls, make sure that we are getting all the also name, phone number, email, and all the information that we collect. We can even score how a call went. And what actually is very also beneficial in this case, or at least for this specific client that we did, is that we have built a database of all the people available, or at least the team members that are on call for each specific. Great, so I just pulled up the, just to show you and make it more visual for you, I hide all the details so that, yeah, we don't compromise anything here. But as you can see here, we're able to have all the team members, depending on their availability during the week. We're able to basically select the specific, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when is someone available. And they can specifically, let's say, mention at any specific moment that maybe they're not available. So we can mark them as, it's available, no. And even put their working hours. So what is exactly happening here is that when the AI agent basically receives a call, we're able to check, okay, now I see that it's January 4th, for example, and it's 10 p.m. Who is available right now is 10 p.m. And we're able to basically transfer to the person available at that specific moment. And it might be also that we have multiple people being available at the same time. And in such case, what's also very useful and beneficial is to have a round robin, let's say, system that if the first person doesn't answer, we're just going to transfer to the second one, and so on and so forth. So if the second doesn't, we go to the third until, let's say, someone picks up. So that's also very possible when you find that there is multiple people being available. at the same time. And the way that this happens, I'm going to show you here the Anytime automation, and this is Anytime, where we handle all the automation. And what you can see here is that we are searching through Airtable to see who is exactly available at that specific moment. And we're using a code node to basically properly filter through the people. And then if someone is available, then we transfer. If no one is available at that specific moment, which, yeah, rarely happens in this case, because we make sure that we cover, at least there is a human specifically for any, let's say, situation, then we would transfer. Or we would rather say, hey, no one is available right now. We will get back to you soon. Now, that is for emergency cases, of course. At least for this build, anything that is transferred to human is a transfer because of an emergency. So the AI basically handles both emergencies and regular inquiries. Regular inquiries are, of course, handled by the AI. But when there is something like a emergency or a life-threatening situation, then in that case, you, of course, do not want the AI to handle that sort of delicate situation. Yeah. And here we have the end of call, let's say, where we basically take the call after it has been completed, and we're able to log everything into Airtable and then into Service Titan and make sure that everything is basically up to date. All right, so to recap, we have the voice layer, which is handled by 11 Labs, which then, in order to communicate with tools like Service Titan, has to go through an A10. And by, let's say, sending everything to Service Titan, we're also logging everything into Airtable. So we're able to make Airtable the command center when it comes to all things related to AI phone calling, whereas Service Titan is there, of course, to make sure that we are recording everything that happens within the business to have everything up to date in terms of customer relation. That's the exact system that allows you to cover every call that comes in to make sure that no other call is going to go to your competitor. And as you saw, this can work beautifully for after hours, of course. It's what it's meant to do, but it also could just plug in and assist your receptionist during the day. So if it's lunch hour, they're having lunch, and some calls slip through the cracks, the AI agent is always there, being able to take any call and qualify the user, understand whether it's an emergency or just a regular inquiry. If it's a regular inquiry, the AI handles it. If it's an emergency, well, we're going to transfer it to the right person. And as we saw, there is also the possibility to round robin. So that means that if the first person doesn't respond, then we're able to send them to the next one, and so on. So yeah, that is overall what we were able to achieve for this client. And if you saw this and you're interested to see if this could actually be something useful for your own business, then I do remind you that we offer free consultation slots, which you can find in the first link in the description. And if you're interested to learn how we built an entire lead reactivation system for one of our customers, then I do invite you to watch this video right here. See you there.